Hi everyone, it's me, Shmoo! Welcome back to my videos, and today I'm kind of excited to play this game. It is called Your Boyfriend. I saw it on TikTok, and you know, when you see it on TikTok, you gotta try it, so I'm really excited. I know it's like a dating simulator. I really need a boyfriend, because I'm lonely as fuck. So I'm hoping that I finally can get a boyfriend, and he's my boyfriend, not your boyfriend. Alright, and I do hope you guys enjoy this little series. I don't know how long this is gonna be, so like hopefully it's either 1 or 2 parts. If it's 2 parts, epic, cool, sweet. Let's get a boyfriend now. Ooh, okay. I like the vibe. I love it. Forewarning, if you get triggered or anything, don't watch my video. Don't watch this. I don't think this will be good, so yeah. Alright, let's get a boyfriend. Okay, I'm excited. I'm low-key kind of nervous, but it's whatever. It's okay. Enter your name. Should we go with like Shmoo? Or should we go with like my name? Let's do Shmoo. Let's do Shmoo. Welcome, Shmoo. You two have fun. Okay. My life has been chaotic. My family broke out into another fight of drama, so I left the nest, ran straight to college, and got an apartment and a job. But lately my job has been greasy spoon dinner has been unbearable. The job doesn't pay the best, so that meant I had to find a roommate to afford an apartment. And now my roommate is always bringing me some dropout into our apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule is wrecked, and even better, the rent of the apartment is late. In my case, the friendship gets strained thinner as my friend keeps making excuses as why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Don't move in with your best friends, except for me. I'm moving in with my best friend, right? Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to lose money on rent. I'm nearly broke, and getting a second job feels like it will kill me. At least in this park, I have some alone time. I've always loved this part of the park. It's untouchable by obnoxious family members and college jerks. The only people who come here are groundkeepers. Even then, they only come by in the morning. Closing my eyes, I rub my face and huff out the tension in my lungs so that I can calm down enough to enjoy the peace and quiet. Just then, I feel someone sit down beside me. Startled, I turn and look towards the interloper.
Oh, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
Oh, sorry. Okay. The stranger says they're trying to keep me from leaping too high off the park bench.
You're a jumpy one, aren't you?
Yeah, I kind of get a little nervous, not gonna lie. He smiles and scoots some closer to me, shyly and awkwardly. I keep my eye on him, unsure what his intentions are. His unblinking eyes don't stray from mine, not once.
So, are you waiting for a family member or a friend? Just seems kind of odd for you to be sitting out here, all alone like this and so far away from the jogging track.
When he cares. A chill runs down my spine. I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him to the closer to the edge of the bench. How do I get closer? Alright, I'm closer to the bench. How often does the same person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? Not often, for me at least. He picked up on my unease and refrained from sliding any closer. He crosses his finger in between his legs and smiles warmly. Oh, do I have to read that? What the fuck? I thought you were speaking. Why are you speaking? Okay. I mean, you don't look like a groundkeeper or one of the old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. No, I'm just getting some alone time for myself. Things has been pretty intense lately. He scoots himself even closer, his hands nearly touching mine as he smiles shyly.
Look, I know this is sudden, very sudden, but if you're free tonight, can I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
You got ass over. Sorry. I just finally got. Hold on. Girls, tip, don't act so like. Alright, let's pull out the calendar. Oh, looks like I'm free. Yeah, I think I can fit you in. Can I have the pleasure? Never mind. He was a weird one. I can't tell if he's a bit awkward or just eccentric. What? Why? Why did he have such an interest in me?
Well, I'm your boyfriend.
So sudden and so quick? What the fuck?
Isn't that why you're here?
What? My boyfriend? Why would he be assuming we're in a relationship? There's an awkward silence as the stranger sits patiently waiting for my answer. I guess. It's not like I'm doing anything anyways. It would be a nice break from the monotony. God knows, God knows I could stand and forget my problems for a few hours. This guy seems interesting enough to keep my mind off of things. Really? That's great. He beams, taking a hold of my hand into his own. I'll see you tonight at 7. He was about to stand up from the bench, but paused abruptly when he realized he was forgetting something. Oh, I almost forgot. We need a place to meet up. Sorry. I know that I sound absent-minded, but I'm just so excited. How about that old dinner downtown? It's nice and quiet, so no one will disturb us. The diner downtown? Which one? You know, the one that you work at. Oh. Okay. Great! See you tonight. And just like that, he hurries off with a leap in every step, looking as though he had just won the lottery. I watch him as he disappeared down the path that beams around the shallow hill out of view. The park was quiet again, and the serene loneliness set in once more. Just me and a few songbirds singing in the nearby tree. His lovebirds. I sit for a while, replaying the strange encounter in my head for a few times. I suppose that I should be flattered that he took such an interest in me. I couldn't tell if I was meeting someone like that is normal or not. It's nothing like I ever seen in movies or television. Girl, I see that all in anime, the fuck? But then again, if we were a Hollywood attractive maybe it would be so normal that it would be almost annoying. I feel my cheeks getting as flushed as I think about him saying, "Can I have the pleasure?" Girl, you're getting a crush! A shy smile creeps from the corner of my mouth. He must be new to this, as I am. What a shy, awkward man. Or guy, sorry. The bird stops singing as I feel a knot grow in the pit of my stomach. Cole, you're making me anxious. What are you doing? How did he know where I worked? Daddy, damn dinner! Oh, I would love to work there so I could just scream daddy. 7 p.m. I show up at the diner, feeling rather unusual about meeting someone at the place that I work at a completely spontaneous dinner date. And a complete stranger who knew that I worked here. Weird. I take a seat at a booth towards the back. The diner isn't very busy tonight, which is less than unusual than most people would assume, even though I work here. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear breathing? I heard breathing. Even though I work here. Oh, it's just the background music. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Even though I work here, this isn't where I would choose to eat at all. Maybe he was another customer that I had never paid attention to. While at work, I let my mind drift. After a while, I do my job as if I was autopilot. I don't really pay that much attention to names and faces, even though towards regulars. Maybe he was one of those regulars, building up his courage to ask me out every day, but kept losing his nerve. It's kind of cute thought, but I do really want this to be a thing. Girl, okay. Taking my seat, I wait. I look at an old-fashioned neon light clock that hangs in the jukebox. He is 5 minutes late. I might as well buy myself a milkshake while I wait. The waitress on tonight's shift is surprised to see me at the diner on my day off. I imagine that she'll tell me, job loyalty is one thing, but the food here isn't worth writing home about. After serving this stuff for a few months now, I agree with her. But at least the milkshakes are good. They're really old-fashioned, but kind of made of real nice ice cream and ingredients. And not the power mixed and flavored syrups that fast places. The waitress must have been less busy than I assumed, because she brought my milkshake to me and a few minutes later. I pull the spoon from the vintage-looking ice cream glass and lick it clean. So good! I stir the shake a little bit before I take a sip. A man rushes through the diner front door. He looks like he ran a whole way here with something tucked carefully in his arm. I immediately recognize that sleeveless hoodie and blue t-shirt. He quickly scanned the diner in a bit of panic, and he's running late and probably thought I may have already left. I was one of the few people in the diner, but he still didn't seem to see me very quickly. I wave him over. Hi, come here. A smile of relief spreads across his face. Still winded, he hurries down the row of booths and sits across from me. You're late. I know. I'm sorry. I had to make a quick stop. He speaks between breaths. I don't know where he came from, but he must have ran the whole way when he realized he was running late. Giving a timid smile, he pulls out a long white box that he was carrying. He places it onto the table and slides it over to me. Here, I brought this for you. Thinking about earlier today in the park, it must have been a little creepy to ask you out on our date on the spot. I thought I might get you a little something on the way of apologizing. If it was awkward for you, of course. He got something for me? Really? It had better not be a severed ear or finger or something. Why would you think that? What the fuck? I was thinking flowers, the fuck? Opening the box, I look inside and see 2 long stem roses with deep red petals. The thorns were removed and they were bound by a shimmering black silk ribbon. They're lovely. Oh, he smiles as he takes the roses out of the box gently, as if the thorns were still on the stems. I draw the aroma in deeply. They are so wonderful and fresh and fragrant. It's no bouquet or anything, but it seems I thought that they looked nice. He watches me as I admire its gift. They're very nice, thank you. I place the roses gently back in their box. He can't possibly grin any wider. He realizes that he's staring at me, maybe just a little too long for comfort. Then he reverts his eyes shortly. But there's a few nagging questions that have been hanging over me like a storming cloud. And while he was in a good mood, I figure I should inquire a little bit about this cute but bizarre stranger. Dinner in a greasy spoon diner with a stranger carrying a box of roses didn't seem ordinary, and I had to make sure he wasn't going to propose at the cash register. Girl. I stirred the milkshake with the straw for a second or two. So, how did you know I work here? Oh, well, I walk by this place rather often on my walks. I catch a glimpse of you through the window from time to time when you're working. I try coming in, but I get cold feet and I just keep walking. Like a loser. He glares down at the table shamefully. I reach over and give his hand a reassuring pat. No, you're not a loser. Do you know what? I didn't even know your name. My name? He smiled. The smile on his face faded into a slight grimace before his gaze drifted off to the side. I really don't like my name. Honestly, I'd rather be called something else, or a nickname or something. Ugh. He must have a horrible name or really horrible parents if he wants to disassociate with it. Okay, how about, what should we name him? Levi. Is Levi okay? How about Levi? He seemed pleased with that. I came up, but despite how silly or tacky it might have been. Eat a finger? Alright, sorry. Yeah. That's... Yeah, guys, I'm actually gonna start freaking out now that I'm on a date with Levi. Hold on. Let me collect myself. Yeah, that's much better. Honestly, thank you. I reassure him. I give him a hand, another gentle squeeze. The expression of disgust instantly evaporated into delight over the name I gave him. Wow. I didn't realize until now, but he had a really beautiful blue eyes. The vivid color left me taking in their deep blue hue. I didn't realize that I was staring at him until he spoke up. Are we having a moment? Or what? A blush spread across his cheeks as he squeezed my hand back. So sorry. I pulled my hand away from him, cursing myself for staring like that. Wow. No, I'm the awkward one. I look away shyly. I can feel the heat radiant from my cheeks. I can imagine them glowing bright red like a Christmas light. The thought makes my cheeks warmer and probably even more red. He chuckles, shakes his head. Hey, there's nothing to be sorry for. He reassures me with a soft smile. He looks around for something to break the tension, and his eyes fall upon my milkshake. Hey, I was supposed to buy you something. Well, you kind of already did. I point to the box of roses. Besides, we could share this just as long as I get the cherry. Deal? I scoot the milkshake towards him. He looks to the side, reaching over to take it. Man, our first date and you're the one buying. I'm very terrible at this. Well, how about you buy next time? That's how dates are supposed to. He pays one day, you pay the other. And then that's the cycle. That's how it's supposed to go. His eyes got wider and he stares at me with a surprise.
Next time? You want to meet up again?
Thank you for... Where was the voice actor? I was tired of reading. Well, wasn't a total disaster, right? So yeah. His face glows as red as I imagine mine had. He stammers widely as his thoughts unexpectedly evaporate into an explosion of joy. I mean, I guess it wasn't. I mean, I don't think so, but I don't want to argue with you. It was cute seeing him struggle for a coherent thought while trying to contain his happiness. His happiness of being with me, of all people. Still, as much as I enjoy his company, regardless of how flattering it has been, I couldn't stay long. I look out the window for it in a bit of an exaggerated way in order to get his attention. It's getting dark. I don't like walking home late at night. How about we continue this on our next day? Standing up from my seat, I pull out one of the napkins from the dispenser. Do you have a pen? Oh, I think I do. He pulls one from his pocket and hands it to me. I write down my name and number and smiling pass the pen and napkin back to him. Here, call me and we can hang out soon, okay? Taking pen and napkin from my hand, he gazes down at the number in complete awe before looking back up to me. Of course. I'd love to see you again. That day went better than most of my other days I've ever been on. So, I walk into to the register, pay for the shake, and with another quick look back at him, I wave and leave the diner. I walk more quickly to try to make it back to the apartment before nightfall. It gets colder outside, but for some reason, I feel warmer the whole way back. Girl, you're so happy. Once I'm finally back into the apartment, I quickly walk to my room so that I don't disturb my roommates. Judging by the thumping and moaning sound. Girl, hold on. What? Take it back now. Judging by the thumping and moaning sound coming from the other side of the wall, they seem to be having another study session. Fuck. I wish that they would be more quiet. I have to live here too. I'm so glad there's no moaning sound effects. Like, that would be so awkward. I don't bother turning on the lights in my room. I flop heavily onto my bed, face first into the mattress, limbs spread wide. Letting out a long, loud groan that made a couple next door pause for a brief moment, I eventually rolled onto my back and stared up at the ceiling. Despite having so many other things on my mind earlier, I thought my thoughts never strayed from Levi. Trust me, I know. Looking over to the box that was still in my hands, I opened it once more to pull out the bundle of roses and smile a little drawn to their sweet fragrance again. I hope he calls soon. I felt that. Wait! What the fuck? What's that? Was that a shadow? Was that a shadow? Okay, so that's the end of day 1. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I do hope you guys enjoy it. Sorry for messing up some of the words. I'm not the best at reading, but I do hope you enjoyed this cute little video of me going on a date. I kind of low-key want to do this again, but pick all the bad shit, you know? Would you guys be interested in that shit? Let me know. Okay, let me know in the comments. Actually, I might do that tomorrow.